Alright you guys, we're set up at the Kershaw County Farmers Market in Camden today. It's the first Saturday of the month, which means it's time for the Old Barn Farmers Market in Chapin. It's Saturday, so that means we're at a farmers market. We're going to the Meeting Street Artisan Market in West Columbia. So it is opening day of our farmers market season. Now when I say farmers market, we're not going out to other farmers markets anymore. We've decided to entirely stop going to farmers markets. That was a decision made halfway through last year, and it turned out to be the best decision we could have made. Have something a little more official than a pop-up tent this year. Gives us a little bit more shade, and we're hoping we get a good turnout. The produce we have, flowers we have, is kind of limited. It's our first run of the year with enough to actually be open to the public, so we'll see how soon we sell out. We were able to get a good bit of hype on social media, which is great. I'm a little worried we're gonna run out because we did too good of a job marketing, but I did put little disclaimers: while supplies last. Markets in Columbia, South Carolina are not for farmers. They are geared for produce resellers. So these people, typically they can go to the large state farmers market where a lot of produce is imported from other states. You don't know how they were farmed, how they were treated, and sometimes the produce is kind of old by the time you actually get it. Now these people, they go to the state farmers markets, buy items in bulk, and go set up at local farmers markets. And people don't know the difference. You think when you're going to a market, those people are farmers. It's not. Chances are your local small town farmers markets, the bulk of those people are buying it from the state market. Because there are actual farmers here that our prices, we can't compete because we are small operation using organic practices, so our prices have to be a living wage. Making the decision to stop going to farmers markets has been the best financial decision for us, as well as overall mental health productivity, because to go to these markets and do our chores and pack and get ready for everything we need, we were waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, sometimes earlier if we were going to go to Soda City in Columbia. And over time, it just was not worth it. We would have the same booth that did great at our home location or other markets, and when we went to Soda City, we would only sell $50 worth of produce because we were getting kind of choked out by those large produce resellers. And there's also flower resellers at that market who import a lot of their flowers in bulk. And our prices, we just can't compete with that. So now we are setting out the produce, and we're starting with our summer squash. So patty pans have become our favorite. We found good varieties that are very prolific and our favorite to eat in general, but we always try to make sure we have enough to sell. And these are what they look like, kind of size comparison to my face. They do get much larger, and you can still eat them. The seeds aren't too crazy. You can scoop them out. Our favorite way to cook these, and there's a few different shapes. Here's another shape. I'm gonna compare them. This one has a little deeper of a bowl on the bottom, but you can scoop out the center, stuff it with seasonings, onions, cheese, all that fun stuff, and bake it. And then you have a little meal. Now we are putting out more of another summer favorite, yellow zucchini. I don't think they're, or gold zucchini, excuse me farmer, but Is there really a big difference in taste? It's just a summer squash, right?
Summer squash all taste exactly the same.
Just different shapes and colors, but at the end of the day, it's still a squash. And honestly, we like the yellow ones because we don't weed our garden, we chaos garden. And you know what doesn't blend in with the grass? These do not blend in with the grass, and we can search through the knee-high grass to get our yellow zucchini. So it is 9:57. We technically open at 10, and I can already see like 3 cars looping around to see us. So we'll see how the day goes. Good morning, y'all. Yeah, you guys. So we are checking in after most of the day is over, and our opening day wasn't quite what we had hoped. We have about an hour left in our first farmers market shop at the farm day of our season, and it wasn't quite the winner we had hoped for. Honestly, the past 3 months people have been constantly texting, calling, messaging us, asking when are flowers and squash available. It was February, but we've tried to stay in touch and really boost our marketing. Not quite sure where everyone's at. This is it. This was actually purchased from one of my previous bosses. They just used it as kind of like a little farm truck, and we are doing the same. So this is actually kind of empty for this vehicle. Justin also keeps tools in it because as he's going back, we're working on projects across the property. They're just ready to go. So we're kind of making this a farm tour. The farmer's market booth is kind of quiet. So here is the farthest end of the fence, and it goes all the way down to the end where you see that little white pop-up